Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lucian Zenner. I am your host today and a Guilty Gear noob. Here with me today are Sarina and Chem. Sarina, why don't you lead us off with the introduction?
Oh, thanks for having me, Lucian. I'm Sarina. I'm VFGC, that's VTuber Fighting Game Community, tournament organizer. Host some various tournaments and do some little streaming of some various things on the side.
Yep. And Chem.
Yo, what's up? My name's Infernochim. I play a bunch of fighting games. That's my thing. I play a bunch of fighting games. That's my shit.
I think I downplayed a little bit, honestly, because you won the last Snowdown, didn't you?
Yeah.
In fact, on the screen right now, I have your match against Kaji only. You're doing pretty damn well, man. You're doing pretty damn well.
Thank you, thank you.
And I believe that you're also heading to EVO, right? Which is our
Yeah.
main point of discussion today. EVO, the return to EVO, honestly, and especially with VTubers going to EVO. So let's start off with the overall landscape right now. This is the first offline EVO in 2 years. Especially because, as we all know, we've been stuck at home for the last 2 years. How are you two feeling about that situation?
Oh, it's cool to see some big offline competition again because it looks like Evil this year is get it. I think it sounds like it's getting a lot of international people and like a lot of there's been some U.S. tournaments, but they've mostly been U.S. based and some international. But this one looks like we'll see the most we've seen yet.
Yep.
Yeah. We've been waiting a while. Like, I'm not saying no names, but a lot of people in different regions been like, our region would wash your region, and it's like you haven't fought our region yet.
Nobody's been fighting
None
any
of us know
regions.
how good any of us are. The only international competition we had was a combo breaker where what's his name, Zando, I believe, the Ram player.
Yeah.
Outside of that, though, we haven't had any international competition. All these people are like, "Oh, our region's so much better." Hey, back it up next week. I'm excited.
There has been
Oh,
so much EU versus NA smack talk, and I'm glad to see that Tekken's already set up like a 10v10 EU versus NA bracket as well, from what I've seen.
Yeah, it's gonna be
So,
very exciting.
so I am curious. You two have either of you two been to EVO in previous years before the pandemic, obviously?
I have not. I've only been to one local in my life. I've been
oh,
to only one in-person tournament.
wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Given how well you've been performing on the online, so that's kind of impressive because I've been to EVO once back in I think like 2016, my very first time to compete at Pokken and Smash.
No.
But the thing about Pokken is that it was really early in the morning. It was like I think it was like an 8 or 9 a.m. Run. So I woke up late and missed it entirely. But speaking of which, though, what are your general competitive histories in general? You say you've been to one offline before, offline local, right? But
Yeah.
like you've been competing now for a while as a VTuber, obviously, because this was not your first win at the Snowdown, right?
Yeah. I've been competing like the one local I've been to was like I don't even know, like maybe 2 years ago now, around when I first started playing fighting games. Maybe 3 years now. But it was around when I first started playing fighting games, and I heard about a local tournament. I was like, yeah, well, I'll pull up my homie. I haven't, but ever since then, I never entered a tournament up until like I became a VTuber basically.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, it just happened randomly. Someone was like, "Yo, there's gonna be a beginner tournament for Plus R," and I was like, "I guess I could enter." I'm not a competitive kind of guy. I felt the rush and it was over.
Bro, that's actually kind of amazing because I've been playing some games for a while now. I can't imagine just like starting 2 years ago, suddenly become winning major tournaments with like 30 plus people, man.
Yeah, I've been grinding. And luckily, I got to start this game with everyone else. That's the big thing, right?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I couldn't come into like an old game like in Plus R. I could not win tournaments.
Oh
But
yeah. Plus our monsters. Jesus.
Um, I got to start Shrive. I played Shrive. The first beta, second beta. So I'm on. Not an even playing field, but a close playing field with everyone. So I get to, you know,
Yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from. But Sarina, you yourself, other than TOing the Snowdowns, you're also pretty highly ranked in competitive fighting games from what I've seen.
Yeah, I started in what's it called? I forget. My first tournament was actually at Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con. They had some like they had some tournaments for like Soul Calibur and Marvel. Won like a few Soul Calibur ones at that time, and then after that I just started getting into Smash, and then I got really into fighting game ones when BB Tag came out. And it's basically the best in my region for a little bit.
yeah,
BP
For
Tag
like
was a lot of
for
fun.
a year or two. I got in some top 8s at some big tournaments as well. Not like the not big Canadian ones at least. So
Dude, there's some
I
serious
did a lot
Canadian
of fun.
talents. Yeah, honestly, BB Tag was a lot of fun. I hate to just like reminisce about it, but man, I'm still a little salty that a game with the subtitle Crossing Fates never actually had fake characters in it. But you know what? BB Tag 2, maybe, hopefully, you know.
I mean, Under Night. I mean, Melty Blood right now has got some
Oh
fake
god.
characters.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That new
Two
announcement.
fake characters now.
Yeah, if you want to talk about a new announcement like Mash Carry becoming a multi-blood character, that was out of nowhere. That was quite out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I kind of expected it actually. I called it out a while ago. Like they're gonna do Mash because she's like the face of Fate Grand Order.
That is true. That's true. Well, it's either that or Astolfo, but
He's,
perhaps less sad about
Astolfo,
that.
he's the face of femboys.
Ah, yes, indeed, indeed. Um, Speaking of evil, though, what given that this is us coming back from, well, not even coming back from, because it's still an ongoing situation, right? We've had, like, even with Combo Breaker, we've heard of people getting sick from it. There's that, like, what was it, a PAX enforcer that died specifically because of COVID. Do either of you have any concerns about what we're going to be facing in Las Vegas, given the ongoing situation, and with even with like monkeypox coming out of the woodworks now?
Yeah, gross.
I'm worried. I'm worried, but like, I really don't want to miss out on this. You know, I'm gonna have my N95. I'm gonna have all my good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my very best to not come back with COVID. But you know,
Yeah.
I did get my booster. You know, so hopefully, you know, if the worst happens, I'll be doing all right. And it looks like, you know, from what I'm reading on the website, and you know what people are saying, looks like they're taking good precautions. So maybe, you know, maybe things will be all right. I'll pray.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a mask mandate, I believe,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So hopefully,
My
and you need like either you need to be fully vaxxed, or you need what's called negative COVID test
yeah.
to like get in. So like, you know, hopefully that's enough to keep everyone safe. I don't know about everything outside of EVO, you know,
Yeah.
or at least the EVO venue. But you know, at least in the venue, I'm hoping things will be all right.
Yeah, definitely so. My personal main concern is that, as we saw with AX, for instance, just because they have a vax mandate on paper doesn't necessarily mean they enforce right. But as Clawmaster saying in the chat, Rick the Huddle's ready to show, and I'm more inclined to trust him than I am with AX's staff. How are we feeling with the new management, actually?
Wait, with the what?
With the new management for Evo?
That that's it's good. Good to keep everything safe. I mean, like we've had big tournaments like Combo Breaker and like ECO, and they've been doing pretty fine. I mean, like because their numbers are probably pretty comparable to Evo, but not like Evo's still obviously the biggest one. So
Yeah.
Yeah, close.
Oh, speaking of which, Evo's place in the FGC in general. Obviously, coming back to the live event version, Evo is a big news. But this is also Evo coming back from rather major disruptions in its own history, right? How much do either of you recall about the controversies that Evo faced before the pandemic?
oh, that was a
Honestly,
whole.
honestly, like I try to stay away from what goes on in the FGC. So I missed out on a lot of that. I only heard the aftermath, but I'm hoping that, you know, things are all calmed down.
Yeah. Sarina,
Hopefully, new
Yeah,
management, you know.
Yeah.
That was like 2020, I believe. So like that's
Yeah.
when like the whole Smash scene is and FGC exploded. It exploded, imploded. I
Yeah.
think honestly, I mean, I think a lot of people have forgotten about it at this point, or people like I think a lot of people probably I don't want to say don't care, but like I kind of people are like, okay, like Evo's under new management now. It's been so long, and obviously the numbers show that it's still extremely popular and people want to be there because it's still the biggest tournament series.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to argue with that, right? Because we have like in Guilty Gear alone 2,100 competitors. That's
It's
so many.
crazy. Huge numbers for every game too. Like every game ever is pulling some pretty nice numbers this event. It's pretty
Yep.
crazy.
I think the only reason numbers might be down is because as an absolute number is probably because Smash is not there this year,
Yeah,
which is it's an unfortunate thing, but kind of understandable.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Smash like always brought a lot of people, but yeah, like if you look, yeah, 2,000 for Guilty Gear
Yeah,
alone.
jeez.
That's a ridiculous number. I think Combo Breaker was forget it was 1,000 plus, but I forget where it was. But this is gonna be ridiculous. Again, best competition we're gonna have. It's gonna be insane. First major well, that's a lie. Let's say first major tournament is the big patch, but we had CEO, but CEO doesn't count because that was like a week after the patch and no one knew what they were doing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
true.
That was a hilarious mess.
The first big
So, you know.
international one too, like because
Yeah.
we've had like a few international people for certain games, but
But yeah,
it's the first time we're gonna get a lot of people from all over.
I'm
yeah,
just so excited for that. I wanna see specifically I wanna see Japan. I feel like I
Yeah.
know how good EU is. I feel like I understand how good they are.
yeah.
But Japan I have not heard anything from. I need to see
Japan,
what they're about.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, even in the case of rollback, right? There's only so much that rollback can do for distances measured in like thousands of kilometers or thousands of miles, right? We actually don't
Yeah.
actually have face to face like experience uh, with cross Pacific competition in particular.
yeah. If you look at like CEO and the combo break and stuff, like if you look at the top eights, it's basically mostly just North America's best players. Like there aren't
Yeah.
really any international competitors, or
Yeah,
at least not a
the
lot.
only exception to that was Zando
Yeah,
and Combo Breaker, I think. But besides that, yeah, everyone's been NA because no one's really traveling for anything except for Evo. Evo looks like the one that people are actually pulling up for, which is
Oh yeah.
whew, let's get it.
Which is valid, right? Because if you're going to go to any destination, it better be Evo. If it's going to be any destination at all for Evo, like we used to have Evo Japan, but for obvious reasons, that's not happening right now, especially since Japan's having its flare up. But
yeah.
it's OG Evo. It's Las Vegas. I know that unfortunately Sarina will not be attending live, right? But how are you feeling about the overall like destination for Mandalay Bay? Like,
I mean, Mandalay Bay. I believe it's still the same spot as it was previous years, but
yep,
like it always. I went in 2014 actually. So or no, not 2014. Was it 2014? I don't remember. But I went to Evo 1 year. I'm pretty sure it's 2014. Smash 4 had just come out because it was and they were doing customs for the tournament.
see,
So,
I was there at that time. We might have even crossed paths without knowing it, but that was
possible,
jank.
yeah. But yeah, I thought when I went it was pretty cool. Ooh, Spider-Man and Mickey. uh, yeah, like just the area. Las Vegas itself is just really cool. Obviously, it's actually very hot. I mean, but
Oh yeah, yeah,
just
Yeah,
that's
it's gonna be
avoidable.
so hot. I'm not excited for that. I was looking at the weather. Oh my
uh,
god.
have you been
Oh,
to Vegas before?
No, not in my life.
oh my
Oh,
god. All right.
well, congrats.
So
I
I've
think
never
you're gonna
been
have a
to
blast.
the west. Well, it's not West Coast, I guess, but it's, you know.
so I don't care who you are. You don't have enough melanin to deal with the Las Vegas sun. Bring sunblock.
Yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm definitely gonna bring some sunblock. Oh man.
Bring shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do
yeah.
my best to survive out there. Supposedly though, like it's been like raining heavy. By the time that Evo starts, the rain's gonna be over, but it's gonna be much cooler because of the rain. So like, hopefully, maybe it'll be cooler.
Yeah, but that's
Maybe
also
in the 90s instead of the 100s.
that's also by Las Vegas standards, right? So cool by Las Vegas standards is like a refreshing 95 degrees in the sun.
I'll take that over like the 105 plus that I'm seeing on these weather apps for some of these days. I'm not about that.
Oh, Jesus.
It's
105. Was that in Celsius?
nope, Fahrenheit. Thank God. 105 Celsius would mean that the streets themselves are melting.
Jesus,
yeah.
40 degrees Celsius? That, oh God.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
looking at like 101 like most days. I'm like, no, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna melt. I'm going to actually turn into a puddle the second I take a step outside.
The unfortunate thing for
You're, like,
me.
frog form, so
Oh, yeah.
you'll be like a melted, like a pink puddle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's
Stay by the
pink
Caesar's
puddle.
Palace where they have that huge lake where we're seeing right now. That'd be nice and safe for frogs. But unfortunately for me, like 105 degrees is about what I'm facing here in Texas. So unfortunately, I think I'll be used to the weather.
Yeah, if you're already used to that like heat weather, the transition will be more manageable.
Oh, it's still terrible.
Yeah.
I hate this heat. But Las Vegas, it is a lot of fun. Chan, what do you have plans for the city outside of EVO?
I have literally no clue. I'm going with a homie, and he was like, "We're gonna do things." I'm like, "Sure, you handle that."
Okay.
He's not competing. He's not competing. I'm competing, so he's gonna be doing shit. And if I'm invited to things, I guess I'll be going places.
For your friend's
I made
sake,
0 plans.
for your friend's sake, I hope he set a budget, a hard budget for how much he plans to spend on casinos, because we know this is Vegas. It will drain you like a vampire.
Yeah, we'll make sure we're all right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This is a unique situation for all of us here, though, given that this will technically be the VFGC's first presence at EVO. Because there wasn't exactly much of a VTuber presence in general before 2020. So, why don't we talk about the history of the VFGC then? Especially with Sarina, given how much work you've done as a TO for the scene itself.
Okay. Well, I mean, history. The first thing was it. I can't remember who actually came up with the tag, but Chickzama's the one that actually like, I think did the first proper VFGC, at least us calling it VFGC tournament. That was what was it? Footsies. It was Footsies. So yeah, Footsies was the first one, and then after that, I was like, we don't have a Discord or something. And I just made a Discord, and then I just started hosting too. So, but I mean, VFGC in itself is like, it's still like a sort of bubble, like where people are discovering and stuff, and people enter tournaments. There's plenty of other VTubers out there that play fighting games that probably don't know as well. So, it's like a community within the community that, but still has a lot of people in the like general FGC. Like, there's a bunch of people that are going that have been in the FGC since forever, that are also VTubers. So like, I know they're doing a meetup. I don't know if you're planning to try to meet up with them too, Inferno.
I actually didn't know about the meetup.
I haven't told anyone about any EVO plans, to be honest. So I might have to find out about that. But
yeah, I would contact like I know Lone Star Cult and Gyaru Garu are going. So Gyaru like knows everyone that's going, I think, at least in terms of VFGC. So if you want to know, maybe send a message to Gyaru.
Please, if you can, actually write down the tags in the chat for me, so people know to check them out. Because I actually didn't know there was going to be a VFGC meetup. I should check in on that.
Yeah, I know Gyaru wanted to do one, and Gyaru knows like at least 7 other people going.
let's get it. That's gonna be
Awesome.
I know for sure those 2 are going, and then that you're going as well, Shim.
It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be an experience.
I don't know why you're centered in chat, but let me see about fixing that.
I am not allowed to post it.
Right.
The second one.
Actually, yeah, just DM me on Discord. I'll make sure that's in there. I forgot to change the settings on that. But yeah, disclosure, I did try to get Chickzama in for this program, but unfortunately, they are busy with Vortex Gallery this weekend.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, Chick should be there. Yeah, Chickzama should be there too.
Oh, absolutely.
If I recall correctly.
Yeah, but they're also organizing the program, so obviously,
I'm sure they're super busy.
Yep. There we are. So cool.
But yeah, I would have gone as well, but I was still in the process of like getting comfortable with like big stuff again. So I think by next year I'll probably be comfortable in going out to Evo.
Oh yeah, yeah. Honestly, it's a huge party basically. It because most people go there expecting to get washed out 0-2 anyhow, but we're there for the fun of it. We're there for the community.
Yeah, I used to be sponsored as well at one point.
Damn,
Back when I was like
Let's
really
go.
competitive.
let's
So-
go.
I got that competitive spirit. Maybe I'll come back again
Yeah,
when I start going to
Pray.
locals again.
Let's get it.
hell yeah.
Okay.
Get that sponsor money.
Hell yeah, get that rep. Speak of competitors, though, who are we looking for in terms of competitors, and what games are they playing?
I mean, I don't know any, like, obviously for Strive, we know who the best players in at least in our region are.
Oh yeah,
We know what we're looking at. I would like maybe bet money on Umisho winning the whole thing. I'm not gonna lie. I would maybe bet money. I'm not 100% sure on that. But Umisho winning the whole thing is a very valid outcome, I think.
oh absolutely. Like the odds are pretty damn good for that.
I've said it before. I don't think EU or Japan has a Happy Chaos player of Umisho's caliber. I don't think that region has the matchup experience for it, to be completely honest. So like I think Umisho's gonna pop off. Yeah.
The Umisho did win. What was it? CEO? Which one?
Umisho won. No, Umisho got that. Wait.
Umisho won one of them, if I recall correctly.
It was
Won the
Combo Breaker that they were at, but I forget if they won. They got either second or first. I can't remember now. Why am I blanking on it?
Also, Umisho is not a VTuber. That's
yeah.
an FYI.
No, yeah, I know.
Still really talented, so definitely keep an eye on them because they are seriously impressive.
Yeah.
In terms of best like actual VTuber, I'm not sure if Romola's going.
I don't
I
think
would
so.
assume they are.
I think
Hmm.
Remy might be going.
Remy is
Um,
also
Rem-
very, very strong.
Oh yeah, probably the best Axel out there right now.
Yeah, Remy got second at CEO.
And I think
Okay.
Last Cody might be going. I think.
Last Cody is pretty strong. I didn't
Um,
actually know they were VTuber until we rated them one time.
Yep. And of course, Jigzama will be doing a TOE for some of the side events.
And
Also
Zama's
very
a
strong.
Blaze Blue player too, so.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I'm
For-
sure they're
for
gonna be
Vortex.
popping off.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I don't know if Chigzama will be organizing Blaze Blue there, so I'm not sure if
Oh, they
they'll be
are.
able to participate.
I think they're leading efforts for Vortex Gallery 2022, which I believe is at EVO. So yeah, Anime's having a hell of a year, honestly. Between Guilty Gear leading the store with 2,000 competitors, more like I think that's like close to 700-800 over Street Fighter this year. Jeez.
Yeah, I think previous years like Street Fighter 5 was still really like I think it might have been 2000 at one point.
Yeah, it was. But also,
Yeah,
I think
it-
everybody's
it
sick of Street
is,
Fighter
yeah.
5.
Like you said, it's like people are getting back to things again, so we may not expect as huge numbers. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you look at just for comparison, if you look at 2019, Smash Ultimate had 3,500,
Yep, that was a record.
and
Yeah.
the next closest was 2,000 with Street Fighter 5. So yeah, our numbers overall are a little lower this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Smash is a behemoth in its own category.
Yeah, and it's doing well enough for itself, even without Evil's help anyhow. So I don't think.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think-
Smash never needed Evo, so it doesn't hurt them for it to not be here.
And with like 2,000 Guilty Gear alone, it's not as if Evil was completely dependent on Smash either. It just kind of sucks that a good chunk of the community overall, even though that's kind of controversial to state, is kind of missing.
Yeah.
But that's also probably a consequence of Evil now being owned by Sony and RTS Media, and RTS Media being the company that happens to be co-owned by Pokimane, How are we feeling about that?
Yeah.
Because technically, although I haven't actually seen her use her avatar in a while, Pokimane is a VTuber.
She
I thought she only did like one time, but
Yeah.
I
she
don't know.
did. It was so weird. I will never forget the Twitter backlash for that. It was such a weird time.
That
It was a weird time.
Because
yeah,
it was so early in the VTubers
Yeah.
sphere that like people were like, oh, you can't be a VTuber unless you're an idol. And they were like, you're not an idol. You're just clout chasing with the model. And now 2 years later, everyone's a VTuber because anyone can be a VTuber. But,
Yeah. That
it was
whole
a very
gatekeeping.
different time.
Yeah, I'm still uncomfortable with the gatekeeping that happened around then because there was some backlash to Lily featuring everybody else around that time as well. Although now nobody cares because Scara shows up every other stream as a dragon. But
Yeah, it looks like now people have definitely calmed down on that. But
yeah,
look, I'm just saying, we count it. EVOs is owned by a VTuber.
yeah, we count it.
We
It counts for
count it,
us.
We take a W.
That's an official statement. This is our official position. Evo is now VTuber territory. Speaking of VTubers competing at it, though, it does give a slightly different flavor to be competing at a major offline event on this, especially with the camera on us. Especially when we know that VTubers are surprisingly cracked at fighting games. Like, there are very, very good odds that well-known VTubers will actually be in, like, the top 8. Does it have a different flavor for us in particular as VTubers to have the camera on us like this? Like technically they will have their faces exposed, except that half of them will be wearing masks, of course. But it does present an unusual situation when VTubers have generally tried to keep the IRL stuff away from their like content creation, right? Or does that not matter for us because it's FGC first?
Yeah, I think you made the point right there. It's like FGC people or people that have at least been in the scene for a while, like are used to being at tournaments already and showing their face. So like VTuber is just another part of them kind of thing, and like I don't think they're gonna sweat possibly being on stream and being on camera. If they did, they'd probably enter as a different name. Then in that case, if they didn't want it to be known.
That's true.
I am not FGC. I've been in the FGC for 3 years, and really only 1 year technically. I've been playing Fight Against for 3 years, but being in the FGC in air quotes, like only like a year.
Yeah, it's new for you.
So I have no clue how I'm going to feel, but I didn't want to enter under another name. If I show up on a stream, I don't mind terribly.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do my best. I've been like sweating it a lot, but I'm like, I'll see how I feel there. Maybe I won't. It's like, I'm used to when I compete. I've only competed in online brackets. I compete in the comfort of my own room. I got a nice glass of water next to me. I have my own music. I got I got everything set up. My nice chair. Everything's good. It's gonna be way different, but
Yeah.
I don't want to I'm trying my best to not make any excuses before the event. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do my best.
Yep.
The spirit.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll definitely feel like the entire environment, like the crowds, the energy, the noise, especially. Okay, I think you're really try to catch some top 8s, like aside from just Guilty Gear,
yeah.
because the energy in those rooms, because this is your first time seeing them, is crazy. It's insane going to a big tournament and seeing the hype that it brings and all the cheering and stuff. It's basically like a sports event.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah,
excited.
very much. There's especially for offline events, there's a very strong spectators culture to it, right? Where it's not just like you see pop-offs in chat, and that's one thing, but to hear a pop-off completely surrounding you, and then like halfway through the crowd screaming, to hear like across the convention hall another group of people just like shouting in excitement. That's a completely different feel for simply like popping off in your room alone, right? Or even with a couple of friends watching TV, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's definitely a very, very different energy there to it.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that. Again, I've been watching, EVO for 3 years. I've watched a bunch of old EVOs, and all the big tournaments that come around. I've been like, I want to feel that energy. I want to be there for it. It's the biggest reason why it had to be this year. I was like maybe I don't go to EVO, and I was like, no, I have to do it save up some money. I had to make sure it happened. So I was like, this is my chance. This is my chance to finally experience this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
so excited for you.
Yeah, honestly, if everybody in that's even remotely interested in fighting games should try to attend one, like either like a regional or as much as a major once in their life, because it's a completely different feel, right? Like I've competed in a couple of like offline tournaments before, but there is a very different mood between like a bunch of sweaty nerds playing Smash Bros at like a local like used video game store versus being at a major event.
Valid.
Yeah. Not to say that the locals aren't important, but
Oh yeah, they're dope. Good energy, but very different.
oh yeah,
Very different.
yep,
I love my local. I gotta go back one day. It's been years, but my local, I had so much fun there the first time I went. But for some, well, you know, because they
Yeah,
have
we
to.
know why.
They ran it on a, well, not only just because of the pandemic I couldn't go, but like even back then I couldn't go because they were on Wednesdays.
yeah. What's
Oh.
with that?
I can't be out at like 12 a.m. Like it was like 11 and they were like still in the middle of getting the top eight. I'm like, yo, I have places to be tomorrow. I need to wake up.
We got work.
It's a Wednesday. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I,
Honestly, I get you there. Because for some damn reason, the local, like, North DFW locals, like, they're spread out across the week, right? But the games I play are all on during the weekdays. Like, come on, dudes. Come on. I got work in the morning, man.
yeah, hopefully I can go back once everything clears up though.
Yeah. How are the local events up, like, up in Canada for you, Sarina?
I mean, what we had a few recently. Like we have one that happens every week now. For Smash, like one for Smash and then one for FGC stuff. And then I know one of the places I went to, I used to go to in Toronto, started doing it again too. I mean, there's definitely some stuff now, but I just haven't felt like going yet. And I used to go every week for originally for fighting games and stuff, or Smash when I was playing. So I was definitely a local goer back before pandemic.
Yeah. Do you feel that what we can basically call the rollback era has been a bit of a detriment for the local scene, though? Because now we don't necessarily need to be like at an offline event to have optimal gameplay now, right?
Yeah.
And I feel that, especially for people, especially in Japan, where there's a very much stronger arcade culture, like it's been seen as a bit of a detriment for what they consider their FGC, right?
Mhm. I kind of feel like it's hard to say it affected it without considering COVID, because honest, like it's kind of a personal thing, because some people will be like, I'm too lazy, I want to just do only online events, and then other people might be like, okay, I still prefer offline. Like personally, I prefer offline any day of the week, even with rollback.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't wanna sometimes still want to go out for COVID reasons, and like now I'm just like, because I moved, so now they're far away from me as well, so it's just not easy for me to get in there because of COVID situation basically.
Yeah, I definitely feel it's been a double-edged sword where some people are disincentivized, but some people never actually had the option to engage with with their local FGC culture as well, right?
Yeah.
So I personally don't feel it would affect major events too much, because in the end, like when you have literal thousands of people and most of them going to go 0-2, a lot of people going to majors aren't there to win, right? They're there to hang out with and basically have a good time
And gamble.
and gamble. But even if your place is in like going to Combo Breaker or a CEO in Florida, for instance, you're not going to go. I'm hoping you're not going to go to Florida to gamble, especially not for your life, although it is Florida. But
I mean, technically speaking, there's kind of sometimes gambling at these events. If you hear someone say someone say side bets, Chim, when you're there, you might hear someone say, "Anyone got side bets?" They bet money with like other people. Like, I think this person's gonna win, and then like during top eights, you're probably gonna see that at some point.
Yeah,
if you
I'm
hear
sure.
this in the state where they have outlawed gambling, No, you didn't hear it.
It's very under the table.
I
Yes,
pretend I do not hear.
yes, we hear what, but give it its fake. There's going to be a lot of side bets. Make sure you have a budget set aside beforehand.
Side bets are hilarious sometimes.
Oh yeah,
You'll just see someone like lose like $300.
losing $300 off a missed input.
It's so doomed.
So I guess we can transition to the fun part about one of the most popular parts about EVO, which is not even the side bets or not even the games, but the announcements. In general, there's going to be a lot of FCC related announcements at EVO, and we've actually seen some of the previews for what we expect to see on location, right? Today, literally just today, we got the announcements for Melty Blood Type Lumina. I'm sure both of you have been paying attention to that.
I'm still so upset about that announcement.
Well,
I'm like, I'm livid. I love Neko Arc. But hear me out here, okay? I made a tweet about this earlier. I'm really livid that they decided to announce this at like 5 a.m. yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Next week, they are main stage at the biggest tournament in the world. And they decided the week before, at 5 a.m. is the time to announce the character that everyone's been wanting to see since the game got announced.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if in top 8, like you know, one of the games ends and they cut the commentary and then like a random Brunya hits.
Oh
and
God!
the trailer plays. Can you imagine?
Oh God!
I would scream, but
You're
no.
right.
They announced it the week before. I'm still very hyped though. I really do want to play that character. But like, imagine the potential.
I honestly, yeah, you're completely right. They should have waited. I don't, unless they have like they're gonna announce something else or something. Because like, I don't. Why?
Yeah, it's like they had the perfect opportunity just next week. They could have just held it for 1 week. But no, 5 a.m. today.
So here's the obvious question.
They pressed the wrong date button.
Oh yeah. So maybe the possibility here is that they might have gone the date for Evo wrong and they just announced it too soon, right? And then they don't realize why everybody's so upset. That'd be kind of funny. But the other question is, what would be an announcement equal to the hype levels of Neko Arc?
I mean, I can't imagine any. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't think they could surprise me very much at Evo. I'll make bets right here, right? They're gonna announce Sin. They're gonna announce Sin. I'm gonna put my reactor face on. I'm like, oh my god, I never expected this. Oh my god, Sin in Guilty Gear Strive. Who would have expected it? And they're gonna announce. Maybe they'll announce Tekken 8. I don't know. That would be hype.
Tekken 8 would be really. Yeah, I thought they confirmed they were there was a rumor that they were working on it or something. I think it was
there was a leak. There was a leak. I don't know if that leak was confirmed to be true though, but yeah, there is a leak that says that Tekken 8 is being worked on. So maybe this Evo.
I think there's also speculation, right, that it wasn't Tekken 8, but Tekken side game, right? Because
Tekken Bowling.
Oh,
maybe
Tekken
that'd be
Bowling,
hilarious.
that's-
That would be legitimately hilarious. But I think
Tekken
it might have.
Bowling at Evo.
I think the speculation might have been that it would have been a tag team announcement or something like that. Because obviously Tekken as a franchise is bigger than just its main games. So yeah.
Usually they do tag games every like 3 games or so. So, I mean, but they've had Tekken in the back and been going for like 6 or 7 years. So I don't know if they just threw that idea. They might throw that production thing out of the window now.
Yeah, 'cause I'm pretty sure the last game was Tekken Tag 2, right?
Yeah, the game before Tekken 7 was Tekken Tag 2, so it's only been 1 game.
But I wouldn't be, this is their biggest game probably. I would assume. Tekken 7 is, so I'm sure they're gonna do something cool for Evo.
Oh, absolutely.
It has been Tekken 7's been out since like 2017, I think.
A long ass time.
We've been sitting on this game for a second. I'm sure, especially with Street Fighter 6 on the horizon. I'm sure Tekken wants to, get a piece of the pie.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually been out in Japan since 2014, so it's been like 8 years.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, okay. This is yeah, they don't announce it this year.
Like it's nice. It's nice that Tekken 7 still has legs, right? And still getting updates and everything else. But also, this is a pretty old game right now. Are they simply going to get another collab, or are they actually going to give us another game? That's the biggest question for Namco Bandai at the moment, right?
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not the biggest Tekken guy, but I'm always excited for the community. I do like the game, so
Oh yeah.
I'll pop off if they show some cool shit.
Listen,
As
they
long
don't
as
call
my
it.
character comes back.
Yeah, they don't call it good ass Tekken without good damn reason, right?
True. I think, personally speaking, I'd want to see Soul Calibur 7.
Oh, absolutely. I was actually kind of
my favorite.
yeah. I was actually kind of disappointed that the last Soul Calibur didn't pop out nearly as much as I thought it would. But
It did pretty well still. It did pretty well overall. But
yeah, but also nobody talks
too
about it. Like, I think the disappointing thing for Soul Calibur was that despite all the collabs it did have, like the overall like talking interest for Soul Calibur now is kind of diminished, right? We're kind of just waiting for it to do something else.
Yeah, hopefully Soul Calibur 7 pops off.
Yeah.
I played that game once for one of the VFGC tournaments. I was my first time launching the game. I haven't launched it since, but it's a pretty fun game. I actually really enjoyed that.
Yeah, but I think that's also yeah. Go on.
oh, it's like Infernochim. Wait, you entered one of the Soul Calibur 6 tournaments?
Yeah, I did.
I vaguely recall.
I played. I didn't go 0-2. I forget how I did, but I played Song Mina and I spammed big buttons.
Yep, that's how you do it.
Oh,
Do it.
and I was able to take some W's.
It's a
So
fun
I'll definitely play Tekken. I mean, not Tekken. Soul Calibur 7 one day.
Yeah.
Whenever that comes out.
hopefully it comes.
Yeah. Honestly, though, Soul Calibur 6's fate was probably just doomed because of what everybody else faced. The lack of rollback netcode is pretty much a no sell at this point. Pretty much.
Yeah, that netcode is really stinky.
It's pretty stank, but it's okay for delay based.
Yeah,
Some
but
worse.
Worse delay based netcode.
Yeah, there's definitely
Yeah.
worse.
yeah, like Smash Ult.
Oh god.
Speaking of reasons why Smash should not be at EVO, especially the last 2 years.
Yeah, that game's netcode is it's actually a marvel at how terrible it is. It is some of the worst netcode I've ever played in my life.
I know.
I've never felt worse playing a game online.
I got entered into a VTuber tournament recently, and it was a fun time with the people. But I was like, oh god, this is so painful.
Yeah. Like legitimately, if you don't know the difference between delay and rollback netcode and how bad it feels, try playing Smash Ult with somebody literally next door to you compared to playing Guilty Gear. And I think that's a great example of just how far the technology has evolved. I've also tried playing the VTuber Smash Ult tournament before, and the difference between execution between offline and delayed online was so big that I just promised myself never try again. Like, I could not do anything I'm used to doing. Like, wake up reaction, neutral attacks. Come on, that's like bread and butter to use like a neutral wake up aerial neutral for like Aegis, right? And imagine doing that on delay. Wow, that was terrible.
Underwater.
Yeah. Underwater and a little drunk.
A little drunk.
Yeah, we just gotta hope that every game that comes out now has rollback. If I see an announcement trailer and they don't say the words rollback, I sleep.
Oh yeah.
I sleep. A single announcement trailer. You say you announce Tekken 8 and it doesn't say with rollback netcode, I'm asleep. I'm sorry. That's not
100%.
I'm not about it.
That's also why I not played the JoJo game.
Yeah, exactly. I was excited for that too. And they said no rollback, and I was like, damn. Like, it literally has R in the name. Come on, guys.
R stands for not rollback.
Listen, JoJo plus R. We need plus R now. Plus rollback.
I heard a rumor that Granblue might be getting an announcement for rollback at EVO or something.
I've heard something.
Announcement I want to see.
Yeah.
I think it should happen. If they don't announce that, they should announce a new game. But
Absolutely.
I'm hoping that it's this game with rollbacks. I love Grand Blue. It's a really fun game, and the new patch is really good. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also Grand Blue character design is like top tier, regardless of which media it is. But also, I'm not sure if that's an actual rumor or just like fervent, feverish wishes on part of the Grand Blue versus community. Because I absolutely want to see that game. It might just be copium though.
It's a super opium, bro. We huffing that good shit, but it's all
Yeah.
right. I'm gonna keep huffing that good shit.
Listen, I fully understand.
I'll never stop hoping.
Always hope.
Yeah.
I have one prediction though that I'm pretty sure they're gonna now making a trailer for saying, "Oh, we're finally giving rollback to Persona."
Oh my
They
god.
have
Yeah.
to.
They haven't
This is
done
the
it
this is
yet.
the perfect time to announce it. Look, they could do it. They could do it like they did at CEO, the last CEO, the one before. I mean, the one before the last one, where they were like, "Yo, BDCF gets rolled back like next week," and everyone was like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit!" I'm telling you, if they did that, I would scream. I
Absolutely.
have no faith in Atlas. I'm not gonna lie, but
So the play for Atlas here, if they actually had competent management, which means that there's a zero possibility for what I'm going to describe, is that on Sunday they announced that that Persona 4 Ultimate netcode is going to be upgraded to rollback, and then the trailer cuts off to a black screen and fades back in Persona 5 Arena.
I would scream. I would scream.
That'd be crazy.
Yes, that is how you would sell like a 10 million of that title easily if they
That
were
would be the
actually
greatest
competent.
Ryuji main ever.
God, that would be so fun. But also, it's not going to happen because it's Atlas.
It's not
Yeah.
gonna happen, but
No. No.
but until it doesn't happen, I will believe it's going to happen.
Yeah, we have some hope here in stock. Don't worry about
Exactly.
What's likely is gonna happen is that they're not gonna announce a trailer at all, and it's not even gonna come out in summer.
that.
Sorry, we're struggling with this. We're delaying it to early 2023, and I will lose my mind.
What-
Delay
what-
based.
Why do you two have to bring some reality into this? Come on, let me entry.
Let's live in our dream world just for a moment.
Just because of Atlas.
Yeah.
It's
Speaking.
just-
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of the dream world though, we need the what's it called? The Project L trailer. We need
Oh,
we need
God.
to happen.
Yes,
I need to
absolutely.
stop calling this game Project L. I'm tired of it. I need a name. Give me the name of the game. I can't keep calling a game Project L. That's not the
You don't
name.
You don't like Project Triangle Strategy?
Oh God, what the hell was with that naming scheme?
I still can't believe that game came out like that. That's crazy.
They
Just
got rid of the project part.
They did. But I was when they announced that, I was like, oh, it's a temporary name, right?
like
No.
they have
There's a lot
brand
of people on
managers.
that.
Yeah, maybe they just removed the project and they just call it L.
Oh, that'd be really funny. Actually,
L.
that would be
Then
funny.
Take this L.
I think I heard some rumors about what the name was going to be, but that might have also been like a mistranslation from like a foreign language site giving coverage for Project L. But yeah, speaking of Project L, speaking of Riot's big fighter, they did promise an update halfway through the year, and we are in fact halfway through the year.
Yeah, we're getting there, you know.
I would say
Fine.
it's pretty likely we'll see a trailer of some sort.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm hoping again. I want a name for the game. I want like a bunch of characters. I want a release date too. I want them to tell me when it's coming out. I'm really excited for this game. Like,
I do love me some League
Oh yeah.
characters.
What's your history with League?
I like Lux a lot. That's my history.
Oh,
I played her a lot when I played.
yeah, I played League for 2 years. It was not a very happy time in my life. But I adore the League of Legends designs, as I think everyone does. It's hard to not love these designs. Like, they're just so good. Like, I was a Kindred main for the longest. Kindred is the best design in anything ever. I say that only slightly exaggerating. I love Kindred.
no, I
Kindred
fully
is
agree.
Trapped inside of League of Legends.
Yeah,
It's so annoying.
bruh. Imagine Kindred having like puppet mechanics in Project L.
It would be so cool. Like I a while back I made like a tier list about like who would be the best characters to be in there, like who would be the coolest in the fighting. I was so excited. I'm so excited. I'm still so excited. If this game comes out and it's Fuego, I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. It's gonna be I'm never gonna shut up about it.
and that's a Leona main.
The best VTuber of League.
No,
Project
not
L.
me. I'm not built like that. I can't play team games, but I will, enjoy the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forgot it was a team game.
I don't even want to get into how long I've been playing League myself. Like I literally got my career based off this stupid game, and it's been too damn long. So,
Sorry to hear it.
avoiding all the trauma I've had because of this community. Honestly, League's been having a moment between Arcane and between its mobile release, which has been making some ridiculous money, by the way. Holy shit! Like, Riot's been doing pretty damn well for themselves, and
the card game's doing well. Valorant's doing well. They're popping off.
But it's not even like Riot themselves that I'm excited about. It's the names behind Project L, right? We have some actual legends behind this game that we can actually trust, even if the rest of Riot is kind of doo doo.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't trust Riot at all. I don't trust the company Riot. Unless they're making music, in which case, pop off Riot. Do your thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Be a music
I don't
studio.
trust Riot at all, but I trust this team. And I also trust that Riot is literally made of money. So if you give this great team a bunch of money to work with, sure, it's going to be great. As long as Riot isn't too heavy-handed and these guys get to do what they want to do, which it seems like it. They've been working on this game for forever. We still don't have a name. We still don't have anything. I would assume, like, if Riot was more heavy-handed, we would already have, like, maybe even the game out. It looks like they're taking their time, so I'm excited. I'll wait as long as it takes.
So Sarina, you've been around the FGC long enough to possibly have done this, but did you ever actually play Rising Thunder when it was out?
I did not. I heard about it, but I didn't know how to get it at the time. I just heard about it.
Yeah.
It's a fun game.
Was it like a free to play, or did you buy it? Like, what was the deal with the game?
It was free to play.
Yeah, now the game is like, you can't get it anymore, but it has a community edition.
Oh, actually, Jim, did you play Rising Thunder when it was out?
No, but I played the community edition after it was.
Yeah, that makes sense.
After it was already gone, but yeah, the community edition is fun. It's a fun game. It's like really good. Very unique. I don't think I would want Project L to play like that, but
no.
I liked it still. I don't think it would work too well for a team game, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I would, because like, what's it called? Rising Thunder was like more. It was grounded. It was a grounded game.
Oh, very much so. I
want some crazy shit for this.
Yeah. I think it was also like one of the very first games you tried the simplified input method of fighting games, right? Where it's just like one by one special and cooldown. I know that what we saw from the trailer last time, especially with Darius, was that Riot is preserving at least some of that. But obviously, the fluidity of their models and especially the tag team fighting style is a huge change from the Rising Thunder model, right? So I'm going to guess that anybody playing Rising Thunder expecting League to play the same is probably going to be a little disappointed. But also, honestly, Project L looks faster. If I had any complaint about Rising Thunder, it was really kind of slow and clunky, which is what you expect a giant robot game to be. Yeah. To be absolutely fair, if it's a giant robot, you should feel like you're like throwing like a 15-ton fist into somebody's face, right? Not just like a fast jab.
Yeah, but this definitely seems fast. I mean, like in the trailer, if I remember correctly, like Ari was doing like her ult where she dashes a bunch in the air.
Yeah.
And Darius does like a cross up into a combo or something, and Echo can like rewind time. So it's gonna be crazy. I'm sure it's gonna be crazy. I'm excited. I have no fears until next week when they show me something to be afraid of. But until then, I'm chilling.
Until then, all right.
Nerf, please.
Give me a wish list for Project L.
Like of characters?
Yep, characters or features.
Okay.
I want Lux.
Absolutely.
Lux is definitely gonna be in there. I don't think it's gonna be a question. Maybe she shows up as DLC, but she's certainly gonna be there.
She's like one of the most popular. So
yeah, certainly. I have one real one and two really devious ones. The real one that I really really want is actually Aatrox. I'm not an Aatrox
Ooh.
player. I don't like Aatrox very much actually. But his
Yeah.
design's really cool, and I feel like his kit would work in a fighting game. So I think he'd be really cool. Now my two absolutely devious choices are I want Heimerdinger.
Oh my god.
I want Heimerdinger. I want to set down a turret and win neutral.
Oh god.
And my even more evil choice is I want Yumi. I
Bro!
want Yumi, okay? I want like you don't have a second character, you just have a heal and a shield. That's it. No other character. Just Yumi.
Oh my god, if she's as bad as she is in the actual game.
I thought you were gonna say Teemo.
I want Teemo too, but that would be a little bit too evil.
Especially if they keep the blind mechanic. Jeez.
There's a limit to the evil.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I gotta, rein it in a bit. But yeah, I'm also just hoping for. I hope that the game isn't like Skullgirls in terms of tag mechanic. I mean, I love Skullgirls, one of my favorite games. But Skullgirls doesn't have any cooldown on assists, and I think that's a little bit too crazy. Maybe I don't know. I like it sometimes, but other times I'm playing the game. And I'm just throwing assists out, I see big band assist flying across the screen, and leave, and then big band assist again. It's like, oh, okay. A little bit too crazy. Maybe we could go the Dragon Ball route where they have cooldowns. But besides that, I'm down for it.
Sarina, any features you want to see out of Riot?
Features?
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of hope the tag system is more similar to BB tags, because it that game allowed a lot of freedom with how you tagged things in, and we're able to use your tag as an assist and stuff. So I hope it's kind of similar to that system, as opposed to a kind of attacking tag where it's just, just swap them in during combos.
As a VTech player myself, I also think that it would be optimal, especially if you can switch between characters mid fight, right? With a risk involved for doing so,
Yeah.
See, as a non BB tag player, you guys are devious. The mechanic is so evil, but it's so funny. So you know what? I'm with it. I'm fully with it. Sure, let's get it.
Listen.
It's pretty crazy what you can do with that mechanic.
Yeah, my mind gets blown. I've played a few good BB tag players, and my mind melts.
It honestly one of the most satisfying things to do, because you can cross people up, set up your thing, and then you start crossing them up a four-way mix-up cross-up from any side with your teammate on the other side of them.
It's gotta be fun, honestly. I wouldn't be against. I wouldn't be against it.
It won't be that crazy though, I'm sure.
My own personal wish list for announcements this year definitely is a BB Tag 2, just to see what kind of ridiculous shenanigans they can get up to now that they actually know how to do a proper tag team game, right? And having multiple tag team games on the top of the list for the FGC, or especially the VFGC, that sounds like a hilarious ride to me, man. Just a sheer nonsense that's going on the screen, if you're clever enough to pull it off.
I mean, BB Tag 2, Melty Blood characters on the table.
Yep. Melty Blood.
I don't know about BB Tag 2. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well,
Probably not. Yeah. Unfortunately.
I think I don't think there's gonna be any ArcSys game announcements. Because I think they're done for the year.
Yeah. We just got DNF Duel, so
I think they're done. I think next year that we probably get a new BlazBlue game is my guess, but not this year.
Yobo plays. They're gonna put Ragna and Jenna quick sprites, and then they're gonna do that 3D spin thing.
Yup.
Oh god. Yeah.
I would scream.
And then it turns out it's a side scroller.
Or a gacha game. Again.
The second gacha game.
I think I just made myself sick.
I mean, we did get a gacha game.
Yeah.
No, we did. We did.
For BlazBlue already.
Yeah.
Dark Dank War.
Yeah. Rest in peace, that game.
It sure was a thing. I think the most important component we might have missed out talking about Project L, though, is that, like Multiverses, it's going to be free to play. And like Multiverses, we're kind of expecting that to be a huge thing, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I think Riot announced that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
What do we think
You have to
are?
pay $30 for your legendary skin.
Well, yes, it's right. I have been successfully baited by them for Valorant skins before. Unfortunately, I will fully admit to my shame, and I fully expect that to be the case with Project L skins. But how are we feeling for the impact of having free to play being the FGC model from now on?
Um, a lot of people are like, "Oh, look, Project L. I mean, not Project L. Multiverse is doing so well because it's free to play." No, you're wrong. You're right, like on some level, but like Multiverse is like one of the biggest. It's some of the biggest like names in media all together in one game. It's a platform fighter, which is more popular than 2D fighting games mostly.
Yeah,
Like there are a lot of reasons why that game is doing well,
Yeah.
but the reason why so many people are trying it is because of this free to play shit. So I'm hoping with League with the League name and free to play, maybe we get a bunch of new blood in the FGC. I'm hoping. Uh, but yeah, I don't past that though. Like I'm not sure if other games can make that model work. I don't know, honestly. It's a bit of a scary idea.
You can't just slap any game onto it and expect it to work.
Yeah. It's I like I know Capcom, like what's it called? Street Fighter 5, for example, has a what looks like a free to play model built into their pay to play game with like the fight money, and like you can buy characters with the fight money, you buy DLC characters with the fight money. But you just don't get enough. You can literally only get enough for 2 characters in your entire time playing the game, I think. Um, but like they had the idea for it, so I'm thinking, Capcom maybe is thinking about it. Because again, Sure Five did have like all the infrastructure there for a free to play game. It was just a full price game. It was weird, but
yeah,
hopefully it goes well. Again, I could convince more people to play fighting games. Like the biggest time that I ever got people into fighting games was like when Plus R was $3, and I could be like, try this game out for $3, and they'd be like, for $3, sure. If I can tell them it's free, shit, I'd have everyone on fighting games.
yeah.
Exactly.
Sarina, as a TL, you've had a top-down view of both newcomers and like serious experienced veterans coming into the FGC, especially with Guilty Gear, right? Because Guilty Gear Strive has been on sale multiple times. How are you feeling about the consequences of the free-to-play model potentially bringing a lot more first-timers into the competitive scene?
I think it'll be good. You'll still have your like, depending on the game, you'll still have like that kind of wall that some people are like, some people might feel like, oh, I need to do good, and they might get discouraged, or they might be like, or they just like they still get beat in the fundamentals department and stuff. So it'll bring a lot of new people in though, and a lot of people will still just want to have fun, even if they go 0-2 or 1-2, or they improve over time. So I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good overall. I think the positives will probably outweigh any cons.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I also am very excited for the scrub quotes. Like as an air quotes content creator, the idea that I'm going to have a new farm of content um to work with, which is League of Legends players playing fighting games.
Oh
I
God,
mean, even the thought is bone chilling.
yeah,
Um,
Oh, true. They don't have anyone to
I
blame now.
oh
yeah,
yeah,
they can't blame their teammates. It is going to be a no pun intended riot. It is going to be a riot. Like I am going to. Oh man, I can't wait. I cannot wait to see everyone complain, and oh man, because like, when people who have been here for a while in the FGC complain, it's not that funny. But when a
yeah.
random person is complaining about some stuff, I'm like, yeah, this is funny. I like this.
Scrub Close is going to eat well. Jeez.
We could have a 2v2 mode online.
Oh, that would
So
be cool.
we could get
Hmm.
some people blaming their team potentially still.
I mean, they are doing right the server based shit, so maybe that is more conducive to that. Because I know there was a big problem. There was a team mode in fighters. Um, there's a team mode in fighters that was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I don't know. It was something wrong with the infrastructure of the game, because when you had that many people on at the same time, the delay would, like, even if like each of you guys were like would have like one delay to each other, all three people on the same team would, like, it would boost the delay to like 10 frames
Yeah.
plus. It would be really bad. And I don't know exactly how netcode works, but I would assume servers help that.
So they're using peer-to-peer for that. There is a server, but it only makes it so you can connect to other people. Once you're connected
Yeah.
to someone, it's server to server.
Mhm.
I mean, not server to server. It's person to person, so peer to peer.
Mhm.
And the reason it's so big is because they're probably doing a way where they have to send it to someone. They send it to one person. They have to send it to another person. They have to send it to 5 other people. The information about like what they're doing and what's happening. So it's doing it 5 times instead of just once between
Yeah.
2 people.
Yeah, I'm hoping, you know, if they do it here, they do it a little bit better. It'll be fun. It's a really fun mode when you're
Oh, yeah.
not, you know, drowning in lag.
Well,
Probably gonna be similar to how they're doing in multiverses.
yeah. Multiverse is the perfect example of how you can get team-based fighters to work, right? Because we see now it's basically like a test bed for rollback for more than 2 players at a time. And it works, as far as I can tell, it works perfectly. Like I've only seen like one case of delay with multiverses, and that was because the connections were really, really far apart, which is like just physics working against you at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been pretty alright, the multiverse netcode. It's been pretty good. I've had some bad games, but I just have to assume that it's because I'm queuing at 3 a.m. is my guess.
That would do it. Yeah, I would say that if you're queuing at 3 a.m., you're probably playing against Japanese players.
Yeah,
and,
probably against another region.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, it's kind of tough when you're a bit of a night owl.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's all I have for today. This has been a lot of fun. So let's conclude then with shout outs for your personal streams, any projects you might have coming up. Starting with Sarina.
Okay. I'm a penguin. I do stuff. But okay. So yeah, I host tournaments every Friday. I'm not gonna be doing this Friday because EVO is happening. But just let everyone enjoy EVO because I also wanted to. So.
Oh yeah, and post anything you want to put in chat in the DMs. I'll get it out there because yeah, I need to fix the censor issue.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I've been taking a break from streaming. Gonna be start streaming again next week. Next week coming up. Gonna be doing some Monster Hunter and some other things. But yeah, I'm gonna be hosting another tournament in the near future. Possibly a multiverses one. Apparently there's no spectate though, so maybe I won't do that.
Ooh,
But,
speaking of missing features.
We got a tournament winner here for Strive, Chim. So
Yeah.
you guys want to take on Chim and Guilty Gear one time? Check out another tournament.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
always fun.
And Chim, let's go with you.
Yeah. You know, I'm Infernochim. I play a bunch of fighting games. And I'm probably going to be doing a bunch of random shit this week, honestly. I don't know when I'll stream. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday. On Thursday, I leave. So I'll be gone for a bit after that. But I need to get some plus R practice because I didn't I signed up for that tournament and I haven't played it in months. So
Ooh, that's gonna be a tough time.
That's the vibe for this side of that. Yeah, it's gonna be the same old, you know. I'll be gone for EVO and it'll be a good time.
Awesome.
So what are all the games you entered actually?
I entered against my better judgment, DNF, plus R, and Strive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't have entered DNF. It was a big mistake. Somebody reminded me that it's on PS4 and that PS4 has like 5 frames of delay, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Just pretend it's like rollback online, and it'll be like almost the same.
Yeah,
I'll just,
roughly.
You know, I'll close my eyes and pretend. I don't know. I just have to hit the funny wall and then DOD people. It's alright.
You can't do the
I don't need to worry.
Listen,
no infinite anymore. I haven't played the game since the infinite was still in, but I can't even do the infinite, so it's alright.
Yeah,
listen, I unabashedly love DNF Duel, but not because it's a good game. It's complete opposite. It's because it's like the very essence of a Kusoge. It's just fun to press buttons in, and sometimes things happen.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I was surprised that such a again, I don't mean this to disrespect the game, but like such a Kusoge came out in 2022.
Yeah.
It is a fantastic, terrible game.
It is
Uh,
absolutely terrible.
It's a good time. Like it's a
Oh,
really
yeah.
good time, and like I didn't think devs were gonna do this in 2022, but here we are.
Here we are.
Here
All
we-
right. Thank you both for your time, and everybody. If I'm sure you're already following them, but if you haven't, absolutely do so. Their Twitter handles are on the screen in front of you right now. Absolutely give them a follow. Absolutely give them watch on Twitch, and yeah, I will see you all later.
Thanks for having us.
Peace out.
Peace out. All right. And I will send you all on a raid to my friend Orihime soon enough. Just give me a quick second. Thank you all for watching, by the way. This was a lot of fun.